Hello, welcome to my incredibly low effort let's play of a game everyone else has already let's played. Okay. So I'm gonna name myself Link because I'm not an incredible egotist. Plus, I always kind of found it weird when in-game characters start referring to me by my own name. Anyway, let's go. Okay, so we can finally play the game. So we're gonna go outside, and the game's gonna want us to talk to who I call Saria. Other people may call her Saria or whatever. That's how I pronounce it. So don't correct me, okay? Just don't do it. Anyway, so the game wants you to talk to Saria, but you see, the thing is, there are a lot of things this game wants you to do at the beginning that you just don't have to do them at all. In fact, you can ignore a vast majority of all of the NPCs, as I do, much as I do with real people in real life. Just ignore everyone, and everything will be over much quicker, much faster. You won't have to endure the pain much longer. Just... Anyway, so... Yeah. The game wants you to do a lot of things at first, but you don't actually have to do them. This is a thing that probably everybody already knows, but this is kind of the way that I've played this game since the first time I played through it when I was like 8 years old, where I just ignore everybody and here we go. The emulation on this game still is really bad. You just ignore everyone and you can get through this first part much quicker. So that's our first 8 rupees. The initial goal, apart from acquiring the Kokiri sword, is to collect together 40 rupees so you can get the Deku shield. So we can get some money over this sign. I think this one wants us to... Yeah, this is the thrust attack one. Thrust attack is forward and B, like that. And this one is just a regular... I don't think you get any money off that one. Maybe you do. We'll never find out. There's not much money over here, so we're gonna go over by... Actually no, we're not gonna do that because often, I mean I do it a lot, I go over there and pick up the stones, but there's often not a lot of money in those either, so we're just gonna go behind the house because there's money back there. It's also, money magically appears if we hop over the stones. And over here, the game is going to tell us to do another thing, but we're not going to do it. Because, why? It's just, all it's teaching you is, hey look, you can do this. You can figure that out for yourself. I mean, you can just lock onto her and not talk to her at all. That works too. Anybody that still like does all these things is an idiot, is basically what I'm saying. You don't gotta listen to the game. You can be your own... Well, you can only be Link, but you can be your own Link. You don't have to listen to everyone. You don't gotta... Well, mostly you do gotta do what the game tells you, otherwise you're not gonna make any progress, but still. Ah, shit. I'm awful at walking across this really thin bridge in this game with an awkward camera, which is every game on the N64. Yep. Okay, come on. Alright, we can do this. There we go. I almost didn't get it. Almost. Let me run in the grass for a bit and then should... There we go. So, Kokiri shield, no, my bad. It's the Deku shield. And then, I'm gonna go talk to the Deku tree, because he's got something he wants to say to us. Exactly what it is, we aren't sure yet, but we're gonna find out. What's kind of a cool thing in this game is the whole, like, there's like a whole new races of people were created, like, specifically for this game. The Gorons, the Kokiri, anything with Deku prefacing it is new to this game, to the series at least. later pops up in, I think, Oracle of Ages and Seasons and Majora's Mask. And I think only once more in Wind Waker when you talk to the Deku Tree. Because they're even... We're going to see them in a minute, Deku Barbars. But even the Deku Barbars in Wind Waker are called like Boko Barbars, I think? If I'm remembering that right. Hope I am. So yeah, that's a pretty cool thing, is that they just introduce a whole mess of races. We'll pick up the Deku stick. It tells us that it's a stick and we can do things with it. Anyway. So you got the Gerudo. Oh, let's just equip that so I don't forget. Got the Gerudo, got the Gorons, the Kokiri. Zoras, however, not new to this series. They were actually introduced in Link to the Past. Okay, let's go towards this guy. Well, it's kind of weird, but we're gonna go inside the old guy's mouth, because I guess that's what he wants. He is dying, so, I mean, it'd be rude to ignore an old man's dying wish, so. Now, what you definitely want to avoid is this, spider web in the middle of the floor here, because if you stand on it, Navi will tell you a thing, and you really want to avoid Navi telling you as many things as possible, because they're annoying. This game is incredibly patronizing. It introduces a lot of new concepts. Oh god, if I go near the vine, she will... Oh, okay. It introduces a lot of new concepts, like Z-targeting is new to the series, obviously this is the first 3D Zelda. But, I mean, later, we're gonna see it in a minute, when we go up the ladder and there's a door up here. Just, why do you have to tell us about opening doors? I'm pretty sure, I mean, the A button, by this point, we've established the A button does things. The B button does the sword, and the A button is the action button. We've figured this out. We don't need you to tell us everything. I'm pretty sure we're pretty smart. I mean, maybe... See, look. You can open the door by... We know. We would have figured it out by ourselves. Pretty sure. Pretty sure anyone could have figured that out. It was maybe helpful to children, but even I think that's not giving children enough credit. Don't even get me started on the owl, whose name is Kaepora Gaebora. Don't ask me how I know, it's just a thing I have remembered from probably when I was really little. So yeah, there's a cool thing in this room. I wonder what it could be. The maybe one person watching this who's never ever played or seen this game before. Yeah, it's a slingshot. I was actually really disappointed when I got to Adult Link. Oh, spoilers, by the way, you go forward like 5 years. No, this is 7. 7 years in time. Near the middle of this game, just so you know. I was actually incredibly disappointed when you couldn't use the slingshot as adult Link. I was like, oh man. I mean, the bow and arrow is pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but I really like the slingshot. So when you couldn't use it, I was like, really disappointed. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. If you cut open these, Deku seeds come out, and the game wants to tell you all about Deku seeds. See, this is what I mean by this game is incredibly patronizing. It's just like, oh, hey, look, a new thing. You want to know all about this new thing, right? No. No, actually, I'd rather, like, work out by myself, put it in, like, a text log in the options, in the item subscreen. I will find out for myself. Don't throw information in my face. This chest has got either a map or a compass in it. Do I need it? Hell no. This is like the first dungeon. Oh, here we go. Look at this wall. No. We totally haven't climbed on stuff earlier. So patronizing. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be mad at this game. It's a pretty great game. A lot of people will agree. A lot of people will disagree. And you know what? Whatever your opinion is on this game, cool. Wait, we don't want to do this just yet. There is, in fact, a golden Skulltula over in this room, which introduces us to the concept of using Deku sticks to light torches on fire to solve puzzles. Is that cool or what? I mean, I guess kind of neat. Oh. Does this come down? Yes, it does. The amount of time you have to wait to kill these things has always annoyed me. Okay, so there's a switch here. There are what looks like platforms on the ground. I wonder what will happen. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I think, actually over here, I think this is like, I think this is a compass over here. Just for the sake of posterity, I'll get it. Pretty sure it's the compass. It's either the compass or the map. Yeah. Okay. So, Golden Skulltula. Where is it? It's in this room. I promise you, I'm not lying. It's here. Look, there it is. Don't want to get too close to it, because if you get like right up close to it and slash it with your sword, it can hurt you. Not that that really matters. But we have only got 3 hearts, so we kind of want to be a little bit careful. A little. Alright, so light the torch. And that lets us out. So that's a cool thing you can do. Put away a burning stick. Put the burning stick in your pants. I'm sure everything will be fine. I'm sure Link has a fire retardant tunic. Alright. So, here we go. Let's line this up right, because we don't want to mess it up. Yes, it is possible to mess it up, for those of you asking. There's another gold Skulltula here. There are 2 in this room. 1 there. Also 1 over here. Gold Skull Cheelers. Not necessary to complete the game, but they do unlock cool stuff. So we are gonna try and get as many of them as possible. We won't be able to really... No, that's wrong. We will be able to use them. For a second there I thought that the Skull Cheeler house only unlocked when you were an adult. But that's wrong. It's very wrong. Don't know why I thought that. So a cool thing. Deku sticks have the same amount of power that the sword has when it's doing the big jump slash. And a lot of speedrunners use that to their advantage. Ah, damn it, I could backflip up there. There are some crazy awesome speedruns of this game. I recommend going to check them out. The most recent one I saw was like where someone completed this game in like 15 minutes or something crazy like that. I was... How'd you even work out half of the crazy stuff you gotta do to beat this game in that amount of time? So this Deku Scrub, he tells you the correct orders, the correct order to beat his brothers. And it's 2, 3, 1. And the way you remember 2, 3, 1 is 23 is number 1. If you're not good at remembering numbers like me. So you remember 23 is number 1, and you're good. Or you could just do it by chance if you forget. It's time to be patronized again. If you can get in the water, guys, you could dive. Only in this dungeon does she tell you that. There was water in the village. Or the forest, rather. You could get into the water and dive down there and learn. Isn't that like the idea with video games? Is that you introduce a concept fairly early on and then have the oh, I didn't do that. And then have the players like execute it properly later on. Isn't that a thing that like Mario games get right? They tell you what you should be doing rather than... They show you what you should be doing rather than telling you. Here it comes again. You can push the block, guys. Did you know? You can push the block. I wonder if somebody like made a hack of this game that makes it so that these things are optional. That's probably been done. That's definitely been done. I should have downloaded it. Oh well. So we can stand by the block. And we can... If we hold A, we can push it. If we don't hold A and walk into it, Link will climb onto it. Like so. Oh no, we do have to push A. My bad. Okay, once again, we can ignore everything and just light the torches. And then just carry on as you were. Cool trick. Just don't get too close to the Skull Cheeler and just kill him from there. Just Z-target onto him. Do not go into the middle of the floor because, oh my god, what are those things? They are Goma eggs. Do not go near the middle of the floor because you'll just end up fighting the tiny little Goma babies. I don't know what the name of those things is. I mean, you could probably just do what I did, even if the Goma babies were following you. Probably just makes it a lot more difficult. Hey, look where we are. Oh, I recognize that place over there. We went in a big circle, kinda. We went in a circle, but also we went up. So, you get the Deku stick and light the stick on fire. Then we jump on the block. And then we burn this thing. Oh, look at there are 3 Deku scrubs here. And we were taught a code. 23 of them won. That's the annoying thing about this, is that it's very easy to get hit by one of the other Deku scrubs that you aren't facing. Which I always thought was a bit BS, but there you go. Oh, I'm so irritated that I'm gonna just spill the beans. I'm just gonna let you know I'm so annoyed that I forgot how to keep secrets. How does that work? Have you ever been so mad that you accidentally told everyone, somebody that you know, their most deepest, darkest secret? Has that ever happened? Is that a thing that could happen? Like, you'd have to be so mad that you were beyond all control. So yeah, there's a boss room, but like, it's not. I don't see a boss. Oh wait, hold on. What's that on the ceiling? Oh my god! It's a spider with a divide by sign on his eyeball. Her eyeball, excuse me. It's the parasitic armored arachnid Goma. Who you beat with the goddamn slingshot. And slashing her in the face repeatedly. This is a really easy boss. I think my record for beating her on Ocarina of Time 3D on the 3DS is like something stupid like 7 seconds. This is not going to take very long. And that's Goma. There are faster ways to beat it using the Deku stick that speedrunners use, but I'm not a speedrunner. I am but a lowly Let's Player. She does actually drop baby Goma eggs that follow you if you don't figure out that you're supposed to use the slingshot to get her off the ceiling. But I'm not a person who hasn't figured that out. Anyway, here's the exit. We're gonna advance the plot, guys. I'm so excited. The Great Deku Tree is dead, and I don't imagine this fellow is going to be too pleased about it. We didn't do shit. We did what he asked, and he still died. What? It wasn't my fault. No, where are you going? Jerk. So, our quest is to save Hyrule, rescue the princess. Same old, but that is for another time. I will see you guys in the next part of Let's Play Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Goodbye.